Welcome to the M Factor Live, a space where art of movement meets wisdom of the heart. My name is Emme and I welcome you to another live teaching episode at 12 o'clock in these uncertain times. It seems like we have to hang in there a tiny little bit longer, so I thought today I would like to do a 30-minute visualization with you where we can reset our thinking and a little bit our emotional set point when things are really crazy around us. It has an effect on our physical body, on our mind, on our mental body, and on our emotional body. So our yoga practice has different tools to address different parts. These are tools and techniques that we practice. And the end goal of all these techniques is always to have more well-being that is sustainable off the mat. Yeah? So anything that our yoga practice gives us has the goal to actually enhance our life off the mat. The lessons, the techniques that we learn want to be taken out from the mat into our life. Yeah? And so usually when you think about yoga, you think about the physical part. Yeah, this is what we have popularized as the main part of yoga. And a lot of people don't know that it's really not just the asanas, but there's a beautiful world beyond the asanas. And part of that is our meditative world. So now, very often the words meditation and visualization are kind of like mixed in with each other, and we hear the word guided meditation a lot. Yeah, I would like for you to understand that there is a difference between visualization and meditation, and it's not all the same. However, in our mainstream world, it's kind of like used a little bit interchangeably, but I would love to take this 1 minute to explain this to you. When we visualize, we actually use our mind and the capability that we have to see something in our mind, almost like a movie, like a story. We use this capacity that we humans have to think of something, to create actually a feedback loop to our emotional body. If you think about what emotions are, very often, I love this word, it's energy in motion, energy in movement. This is what emotions are. And they are deeply, deeply connected with our thoughts. So our emotions don't just appear by itself. There is a feedback between emotions and our thoughts. So now in yoga, we have a beautiful part which is called meditation. And in this part where we meditate, we actually want to gain control over our thoughts. So when you think about it, you think all the time. And most of the time, we are not aware that we're thinking all the time. But if you start to get aware, you will start to hear your own thoughts. You can start to listen to them. You can start to see and understand the words that you are using. And these words have a lot of power. So the self-talk and our thoughts that constantly run in the background of our everyday life. So as long as we are awake, our thoughts are running in the background. They are actually running in the background too when we sleep. We're just not conscious about it. Yeah. So in meditation, we learn to calm. They're called fluctuations. They're called chatter sometimes. Basically, it is this incessant thinking that all of us are almost slave to. Yeah? And in yoga and in meditation, we try to first and foremost bring this into the upfront of us being aware of it. And then second, looking at it and see if there's a way for us to not get entangled and ultimately create something that is almost neutral to the thoughts that are running through our mind. And as a result of that, we actually have a calming effect onto our nervous system. Yeah, that is what meditation is. Visualization is when we actively use our imagination to think of something, to visualize it, to make it vivid, to feel it in our body. So now, why is this important in times like now, when a lot of us are anxious and feel that the energy around us creates this uncertainty? Some of us are scared, some of us feel very not in control of our life because of circumstances around us that we can't control. So if you allow yourself to visualize the worst case scenario and the future and create stories that create a life of hardship and worst case scenarios, that's a visualization, right? But we can also use this visualization and create goodness and light and calm and peace. And that's what I want to do with you today. So understand that the worries and the anxiety that we feel can be either fed by us focusing on it, or we can take control of it by reshifting our mind through visualizing something else. And while some of you might feel like, oh, this is easy, we should all do this. Well, here's the deal. Most of us are so scatter-minded and so distracted that we can barely hold one thought for more than 10 seconds. Am I right or not? I know some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? So to actually sit down for 5 minutes and hold one thought is really, really challenging for most of us. And this is why we like to be guided in these visualizations. This is why it's wonderful when I'm going to sit here in a moment and I'll guide you through this, which is great. But it again makes us dependent. So I would like to demonstrate this with you today, how this would look like. And you have probably been exposed to guided meditation and visualizations. But my goal is for you to see if you can practice this on your own. Because that is the next step. The next step is for you to generate that reshifting of your focus within yourself. Yeah? And that's what today's class is going to be about. So we will need something to lay on. I would love for you to lay on the ground. I don't want to do it in seated position, but I want you to be a little bit lifted in your upper back. So if you had some pillows, that would be wonderful. So if you have a yoga bolster, which would be absolutely great. If you don't have it, don't worry. But if you have a yoga bolster, we can actually lay on our bolster. And we place a block below the bolster and then lay with our sacrum all the way close to the bolster. And then maybe take a blanket below your head so that your head is slightly lifted and we can extend the legs. And so we're not all the way laying on the ground, but we're also not sitting upright, but we are a little bit in a slant position, and we're not in the position where we're laying like on the couch like this, yeah? So I don't want you to have something that rounds and lift up your upper body. You know now why, because we don't want to be in this collapsed position, yeah? So if you have a bolster, do it like this. If we don't have a bolster, no problem. We have actually found out in the past 3 weeks that pillows are a wonderful way to do this too. So here we go. We'll get our pillows again, and we place maybe 2 pillows on top and 1 pillow up so that we get a little bit of this slant as well. And then you can lay back. Have a blanket there too to put it below your head so that your head doesn't fall back as much. But this feels very close to my bolster as well, yeah? Let your legs relax and open up. Make sure that the head is not all the way lifted forward, because then we can't breathe as well. And also make sure that the head is not completely tilted back. So find a position. Actually, for me, this is perfect. I don't even need a blanket behind my neck. You can see how my head is really parallel to the sky. My neck is free here, so this would be a wonderful position. 2, 3 pillows, absolutely perfect, yeah? Okay, this is the position that we will visualize in today, yeah? I will be sitting up because it's a little bit more difficult for me to visualize at the same time in laying position and guide you, yeah? Okay. And if you would like to cover up, we are very warm here today, but if you are in a place where it's a little cooler, cover yourself up. Make it real cozy, and so that it makes you really feel good, where you can relax and release for a moment. Okay? So find your position. I trust that you are in your slanted half laying position on your bolster on the back, maybe covered up in a cozy position that is supported, that feels like you can relax and release into it for a moment. Our goal together is not going to be that you fall asleep. So if there's a way for you to keep staying with my words, that would be wonderful. If you do fall asleep, don't worry about it. Then it is because you're really tired and your body needs the sleep, and that's okay as well. Yeah? All right, close your eyes. I will sign my singing bowl for the beginning of our visualization. Take a deep breath in and exhale out through your lips. Allow the breath to flow freely and unhindered, and feel the aliveness of your breath permeating each and every cell of your body. Let the breath flow. You do not have to work for anything here. There's no effort needed. Allow the breath to reach your full body with each inhale. And with each exhale, we release and allow everything to leave us that doesn't serve us anymore. Feel the body as a whole in this moment in time. Listen to its signs, listen to its feedback. Our physical body talks to us all the time. We have just trained ourselves really well to constantly put it to the side and not listen to it. So allow the volume to be turned up a little bit and start to feel. Not think into your body, but feel. Allow your face to soften. A lot of times we bear tension in our forehead, in the space between the eyebrows, our nose and lips, the jaws. Allow them to release and relax. Maybe even your lips want to open up a tiny little bit. If this feels good, allow your face, your jaws, your lips to relax. Feel the heaviness of the shoulders and arms, the supported spine, the pillows below us. Feel the weight of your hips and legs that beautifully surrender onto the ground. You do not have to hold anything anymore. There's no need to keep a position up. We are allowed to completely release and be the way how we are in this moment in time. And then I would like to invite you to feel your heart. Your heart is the center of your being. In all senses, in all different ways, our heart is the center of our being. I want you to feel it and visualize it as a strong heart that is capable, that is confident, that is always there for you, that you can rely on as long as you live. Your heart is going to show up for you, beating bravely and strongly every minute of every day, of every month, of every year. No matter if we are awake or if we are asleep, no matter if you're concentrated on it or not. I want you to feel your heart as well as visualize it in your mind. See its color, see its light. Feel the strength and ask yourself, what does my heart represent to me? Some of you might feel the scars. Some of you might see some of the memories that are also in our heart of things where we have gotten hurt. But despite all of that, can you see the brightness and the strength? Can you feel your heart beating no matter what? No matter if we got hurt in the past, no matter if we might get hurt in the future. It doesn't matter, because all there is right now and here. And in this moment in time, all we got is this light and bright and strong heart that is the center of our being. My heart and your heart are connected. Our hearts is that makes us humans connected with each other. It is the center of love for ourselves and for others. It is the place where we can rest in. It is the place of wisdom. It is our compass that we trust and rely on. And it is worth connecting to our heart as a practice, as something that I do so that when I need to connect, I know how to do it. All of these practices, we practice just so when we need it, it can show up for us. So in this moment in time, if you've never connected to your heart before, or maybe you have, feel its full brightness and light and strength. And in that atmosphere, because there's nothing else right now in this moment in time, see if you can stay focused with your mind on your heart, even if my words stop for a moment. Try it out and see when I am still, if you can stay mentally and emotionally connected to your heart. And now we connect our breath to our heart. Visualize that each inhale can fan the strength of your heart. How would this feel and how would this look like if your breath and your heart could dance with each other and they would brighten and enlighten and fan each other's energy and light? Each breath in connects to our heart, and then each exhale out recovers the strength back up so that it can inhale again and exhale. It's a beautiful circular movement. See if you can feel it, if you can visualize it, and maybe you can feel this generation of energy, this you have generated this within yourself. If you can allow this to go into the rest of the body, so away from the heart center and slowly expand, maybe into your rib cage, maybe into your spine, maybe from there all the way up into my chest, into my shoulders, into my throat, maybe into the crown of my head, and also down into my lower back, into my hips. Feel that each breath can generate this energy all the way through the body, through my legs, my knees, my shins and calf muscles, down to my feet. Feel it and visualize it. Everything is connected, our body, our mind, and our emotions. And in this state that you're feeling right now, in this moment in time, I would like to speak a few affirmations for all of us that you repeat silently within yourself. I will do this twice and give time in between so that you can speak these words within yourself. If you are somewhere alone and you would like to speak these words out loud so that you can even hear them, wonderful. Do that, what feels right in this moment for you. In this atmosphere where our body, mind, and spirit, our emotions are connected with each other, I would love for us to use words that reshift the focus in our mind and that create a emotional change within us from fear to peacefulness and calm, from anxiety to confidence, from sadness, from anger, from frustration to a place of equanimity where we can at least feel that in this moment in time we are fine. All is well. It is going to be okay. It is going to be okay. I am stronger than I currently feel. I am stronger than I currently feel. I free myself from doubt and fear. I free myself from doubt and fear. I am okay with everything going on around me. I am okay with everything going on around me. I breathe freely and easily move through life. I breathe freely and easily move through life. I am good enough. I am good enough. I find peace within myself. I heal myself. I find peace within myself. I heal myself. I choose to let my heart and intuition lead. I choose to let my heart and my intuition lead. I recognize my role in attracting everything that comes my way. I recognize my role in attracting everything that comes my way. I am able to discern what I will embrace and what I will let go. I am able to discern what I will embrace in what I will let go. I meet my life with full and whole acceptance. I meet my life with full and whole acceptance. I believe in myself, here and now. I believe in myself, here and now. I forgive myself and others. I deserve to forgive and be forgiven. I forgive myself and others. I deserve to forgive and be forgiven. I have made it through hard times before. I will do it again. I have made it through hard times before, and I will do it again. I am in control of what happens in this moment. I am in control of what happens in this moment. I trust the process of change. I trust the process of change. I am willing to let go of tension, fear, and stress. I am willing to let go of tension, fear, and stress. I am at peace with the universe. I am at peace with the universe. I am love. I am light. I am love. I am light. Notice if there is a difference within you from when we started this session to right now and here. Notice the transformational power that our words, our thoughts, and our emotions play in our life. And notice how when we take control and discipline ourselves to a mind that is not running rampant by itself, but that is guided, we can change the way we feel. We can change the way how we perceive our life. We can change the way how we show up for ourselves and for others. We can connect to our heart. We can connect to the love that lives within us. And we connect to the light. That always shines. We slowly open our eyes. Take a moment and linger on and feel the difference of when the eyes are open, or just close them one more time and feel how this inward focus feels so much more at home. When we're not scattered in the world and distracted, but when you are in this state that we just created for ourselves, you can feel that this is where we belong. This is where we recharge. This is where we reconnect to love and light within us. And from there, when we open our eyes and when we go back into the world, we can show up maybe with a better side of ourselves. We can worry less. We can be more calm and strong because we found all of this within us. And that is what we're taking out into the world. So, if you would like to stay there and linger on for a little while, please do so. I will end my session here today, wishing you strength and light and love coming your way from my heart to yours. And I will see you again tomorrow at the same time. Namaste.